on to the electric. Right, the outside part of the sump pump. So this is pretty tight anyway. Get in there, birds. Cool. Nicely cross-threaded. Great tosses. Come on, Lish. Don't. Hello. Hey, it's not even on it. Come on, Lish. The struggle is real. A little closer look. Well, as we can see, it's fucked. Check that out. Oh, poor lad. What the fuck? Where's even the cartridge fuse in there? That's under the board. How does that ever... What? Someone's... Well, as a part of should. So, that definitely needs a new obviously. Yeah, the whole lot is really good anyway, but... Good enough.
So that's all safely isolated now. Yeah, I can't believe how long that was submerged underwater for, and it was still... obviously still had power, so a bit naughty, but it's all safe now. DNO has been contacted as well as Thames Water and our clients through TfL. So hopefully we're going to rip this out and maybe reinstate, but I'm not too sure what the plan is yet. But yeah, busy next week. I'm on to another job, so I'll keep you updated and yeah, send some more. See you later. Bye. So since that shift, I've come home and I've tried to wrap my whole head and brains around why those cartridge fuses didn't actually fuse and do its job. So I've threw a few emails out, I've put a few videos on a few Facebook groups, so you might have seen those. Just asking like sort of people's, if they've experienced that before and their perceptions and why they believe that happened. So if you're watching this as well and you have a different answer to what I think is the most relevant for my situation, then please comment below, give me a private message, because it's great learning. I've never came across that before, so it was really cool, it was interesting, it made me try and get those cogs turning. So I've come up with, I've spoke to a few individuals, with different groups, one being E5, great fan of knowledge, and yeah, so one of the guys on there and a few other people sort of said the sort of same thing, which does make a bit more sense. So one, obviously the location that subway was in London. Now London and the DNO and the network system they've got throughout it in different parts, so I don't really know too much on the DNO side, but their network is known to be interconnected, which then causes a higher prospective fault current, and due to that, which will then allow or not allow the breakers to actually do their job, especially the cartridge fuses, because they're so solid and old school, they don't actually fuse because of the higher prospective fault current. So that was quite interesting to find out. So if you are working in London and you do your testing, because I've actually come across that as well, where I've had quite high PFC readings, but not enough to say there's a foul, but they're very high, and I've always thought the reason why I thought it might be near a substation or something like that. But then now that someone's highlighted saying it's because of the networks all interconnected, that was very interesting. So that sort of thought that would explain that. And also, water is a rubbish conductive element or a part. It's actually, the more I looked into it, obviously you know which the TV programs, the electricity, and it always flows through. You always think water is very good conductive element, but it's not. Especially contaminated water, it's absolutely rubbish. So hence why it was submerged in water and it wasn't having that fault path with line and neutral or anything to do with that. So it weren't, so it wouldn't trip. Of course, there was no RCDs or anything like that, because I think it was, if there was an RCD anywhere near that, it would trip the whole thing. But yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts and they were my sort of conclusions when I spoke to people and sort of thought about it myself. So yeah, it was interesting, it was cool, and every day's a learning day. So obviously everyone doesn't know everything, but if you've been in those situations and you had that experience that I now have of how I've looked at that, and I'm hoping I'll get a few more comments as well after this. It's just good to know, and then if it happens again, or if someone asks about something like this, I can give my experience and let them know. So thanks guys, I'd love to hear what you've got to say about it, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.